kick it and go, kick it and go. We'll stick on, spin, move, and zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Tonight, from Mills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 78 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. At the 30.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Kansas City.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A toss right to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, here's Goff. And caught by Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A first down carry for Henry.
Derrick Henry.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 33-yard line.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Bills nothing.
On 1st down, it's Henry, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry again, the ball carrier. Brought down right at the line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. And it's complete. Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
had to sit over there.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Robert Woods. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete.
Robert Woods scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Henry, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
24 yards.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Chiefs.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Newton.
Newton.
Improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
4 yards remain for second down.
From the 50, Newton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Third and
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break here. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chris Boswell.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A give to Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And Robinson with a big catch. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
40-yard line.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Going to run with Madison again. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He was
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chiefs' 24.
Again, it's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Henry. That's good for a Buffalo Bill.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They give it off here to the tight end. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have broken the tie. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At the 24-yard line.
Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back now in Buffalo.
With the score.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, get a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Newton on the key.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24, Chiefs 17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
On the handoff.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
22-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the